Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Severe storms have already hit in southeastern North Dakota, bringing half-dollar-size hail, downing power lines, and tipping over farm equipment. And more storms are on the way. Here's a live feed right now from storm chaser Eric Whitehill. He's headed toward Gwinner. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. With the threat of more storms, our storm team is carefully tracking the weather. Right behind me, video of the heavy rain right now outside our studios. Let's head right over to the Weather Center and Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Hutch, what's the latest?
Thank you so much, Andrea. As we take a gander at what's going on the radar region-wide, heavy rain in the Devil's Lake Basin in northwest Minnesota, but along and south of Interstate 94 is where we see the most potent storms at this hour. Now, we do have a few of them working their way to the east-northeast. They're fairly quick movers, and gusty wind, the primary threat, with some damage reports already taking place. These are moving to the east-northeast at about 50 to 55 miles per hour, heading into lakes country of northern Otter Tail and western Becker County at this time. Here's a list of some communities that will see the storms in the upcoming few minutes. Cormorant about now, Pelican Rapids about now, and Detroit Lakes by about 5:16, then on towards Frazee. The hail potential not so great, but along this leading edge, we're still seeing a few areas of possible spin going on with the storms, so they are dangerous. We do not have any active thunderstorm warnings at this time. Severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect in our area until 9 o'clock, primarily for the Southern Valley. And if you're in the FM, you've certainly noticed the flooding of our streets. That is a problem. We'll have hour-by-hour details in your forecast and continue to track these storms. There's another round out to the west, Andrea, heading our way. I'll have details on that in just a few moments.
All right, thank you, Hutch. And remember, you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Search VNL Weather in the App Store. A standoff between one man and lots of law enforcement near Ulen, Minnesota has now ended. It started with a domestic dispute in Ulen this morning and then led to a bridge north of the town after that. It lasted 6 hours long but ended peacefully. Negotiators got the man to drop his small knife after 4 hours, and it took 2 more hours for the man to stand down. No charges have been filed yet. Officers shut down Highway 32 and detoured traffic to keep drivers away from the area. A teenager is in custody tonight after leading police on a high-speed chase in Becker County last night. It happened near Pine Point. Police were notified that a vehicle was not stopping for a White Earth tribal officer. The vehicle reached speeds over 100 miles per hour as it traveled west on Highway 34. A tire deflation device and a pit maneuver were both used to stop the vehicle. The suspect's car and 2 patrol cars have minor damage. Few of us can afford to pay $600 for medicine, but people who need the life-saving EpiPens have been doing just that. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker shows us what they used before the EpiPen existed, which could now be an option for you.
Typical doses, if we're drawing up out of these vials, per our pharmacists, is 0.3 mils. So we would go ahead and inject.
Colby Schaefer-Frazee, a nurse, comes across a lot of medicine in her line of work.
Or 0.3 mils. And you have to be very precise when you're giving a drug like epinephrine.
Precise with epinephrine because if you give too much of the drug, you can end up harming the person. It's why the EpiPen,
you just push and you've been given the dose.
Is chosen by many people for their families because of how easy it is. But price increases from drug manufacturer Mylan over the last decade from $90 to $600 has some people wondering, are there other options?
Each individual, it's going to differ. You know, everybody is unique, so each situation is unique when deciding between an auto-injector and then drawing up out of a vial.
Vials of epinephrine with syringes are usually only seen in hospital settings and on ambulances.
No, because we don't carry EpiPens on the trucks at all, on any of our ambulances, because they're all trained on how to do syringe.
Don Martin with FM Ambulance says the anaphylactic kits they use cost around $100, which is better for the pocketbook for families who need the life-saving drug. But Schaefer-Frazee says with lower cost comes greater responsibility.
So things to consider is knowing how to draw up out of the vial, so making sure that you're practicing with that if that's the route that you decide, and then making sure that your doses are accurate. And it's always important to stay calm in those, emergency situations.
Cornelius Hawker, Valley News Live.
Schaefer Frazee says ultimately discussing epinephrine options with your doctor is the best way to figure out what choice best fits your lifestyle. The head of the DEA is in Fargo tonight to talk with people about the Valley's opioid crisis. He's the keynote speaker at tonight's Arms Wide Open seminar. This one is at 6:30 at Fargo South High School. We'll have that story for you tonight on Valley News Live, 10 at 10. Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton geared up this morning to take the same stage back-to-back tonight. It's the first time they'll be at the same event at the same time. Trump and Clinton will both participate in the forum that's focused on veterans. A new NBC News survey, Monkey Poll, says Trump holds an almost 20-point lead over Clinton with military and veteran voters. Clinton is more trusted with the use of nuclear weapons, but Republicans continue to question Clinton's use of a private email server while she was Secretary of State. Trump says that controversy is worse than Watergate. Presidential Green Party candidate Jill Stein is facing charges in connection with vandalism at the Dakota Access Pipeline project. Police say Stein spray-painted construction equipment with graffiti yesterday evening. Wharton County Sheriff Kyle Kirchmeyer says they're investigating the incident and will pursue trespassing and vandalism charges through the state's attorney's office. One UND. It could become the new branding slogan of the University of North Dakota by the end of this school year. UND's new president, Mark Kennedy, has been traveling the state as part of his strategic planning process. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson caught up with him on the road today to talk about all of this on his Coffee with Kennedy tour.
UND President Mark Kennedy and his wife Debbie are traveling the highways and byways of North Dakota. They've made stops at several towns today,
including Cavalier, Edinburgh, Larimore, and here in Grafton.
One of the things we can do to make it even a better university is just knit those all tighter together as one UND. Because too often you can have sort of walls building up between different parts of the university.
Kennedy says he's gathering more information from everyone at these events to plan UND's future. It's part of his effort to make UND the flagship university of the Northern Plains and the economic engine of North Dakota. Grafton's mayor suggests more partnerships between UND and small towns.
It'd be nice to see if there's some partnerships that could work out for everyone's benefit.
Maybe some of that UAS business up here in Grafton.
That'd be just perfect, yeah.
Kennedy says everything is under consideration as his Strategic Planning Commission is meeting today, in part talking about the future of its new medical school and health training facility, UND aerospace and drone development, and oil and gas research. Kennedy says his overall plan for UND and name for it should be released by May.
The name we're considering for the plan right now, amongst others, is One UND. There is great power in knitting this big university as one unit that's cohesive, that has multidisciplinary studies, people working together from all walks of the university, and making sure that we're leveraging our joint strengths, not just our individual strengths.
It's Coffee Talk today that could wind up in UND's plan for the future. In Grafton, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
If you'd like to attend one of the Coffee with Kennedy events, there are 3 more tomorrow. President Kennedy will be in Mayville at 7:45 in the morning at Paula's Cafe, in Hunter at 11:30 at Hunter Cafe and Bakers, and Castleton at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon at Carrie's Kitchen. The goal is 40,000 meals. That's what's going on at the Great Plains Food Bank today. Crews putting together 40,000 meals for people who can use a little extra help. And the food bank is getting a lot of extra help getting this mammoth project done. 100 employees from 16 businesses, civic organizations, and churches, and even some families are pitching in. They're donating an hour of their time for this annual event called Packathon.
We all know there's a need, and I think we're all affected in different ways. There's just what we've seen in the community through the schools. I don't know. I guess it is something that we're trying to get that word out as well.
The meals are headed to people across North Dakota and Clay County in Minnesota. The food bank and its partners distribute more than 11 million of them every year. It's National Beer Lovers Day, and there's another unique place in Fargo where you can enjoy a free beer and get a haircut. It's at Men's Hair World, located on 45th Street South. It's the first salon in North Dakota that offers free beer with a haircut. The owner says she averages between 85 and 140 clients a day, with the average wait time being only 15 minutes. She says she wanted her salon to be different.
So far, I have the best price in town, and I have free beer because free beer makes the men happy.
Dalbett says almost every client who's of age takes advantage of the free beer. And you can catch this week's Bison football match here, right here on Valley News Live as we kick off another year of Bison football coverage. Saturday's coverage begins at 1:30 as Alex Egan and Ryan Gellner get you set for kickoff with the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. And stick with us as Brian Shawn and Lee Timmerman are back in the booth. Sports Director Beth Houle will also be on the sidelines for this 2:30 p.m. kickoff between NDSU and Eastern Washington. Remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. The next time your family makes a visit to Disney World, your children might get stopped. We'll tell you why later on Valley News Live at 5.
This afternoon, severe thunderstorms creating damage in southeast North Dakota along Highway 32. Power poles down, reports of a tractor blown over and a building destroyed as well. We'll continue to track these storms right after this short break.